I live here by myself and my dogs. They usually sleep on the couch or over there. I sleep up there. I have a bi-level couch. You can put your feet on the floor over there, and your feet dangle over here. Unless you have that thing, which is just a milk crate with a lid in front of you. It's pretty nice in the winter because when the wood stove's on, more of the hot air is up here, so you're warmer. And there, you can have the door open when it's cold, or when it's a little warmer outside. And you can see whatever view you park next to. It's kind of cool. Yeah. It's not very long, but it's long enough. And having the center open makes it feel bigger. The other thing that makes it feel bigger is that it's not like a traditional motorhome with the big long cabinets on both sides where your headroom is not as maximized as it could be. You don't even know what we're inside. Should we go see what we're in? Alright, let's go. This is my 1984 4-speed R22 Toyota Sunraider. Did I say 4-speed? Yeah, it's pretty sweet. It's a little dirty. I tried to wax it, but I think I only got half of it. Because whatever. Couple nicks, couple marks, little rust spots. But it's solid. I mean, it is the fiberglass shell with dualies in the back. Just a simple bike rack in the back. Back's a little dirty, but we can figure that out later. Up on top we have 3 vents. There's my dirty solar panel. Those cables do nothing. And that is my stovepipe for my wood stove. Again, this is the back window looking in. A little dirty. Here's the back. And go back inside and we'll show you the rest of it. The way I set it up was so that when you first walk in, you have this here cabinet. It was originally going to be a wall. But what this does is when you have this all sealed up in the wintertime, and you have the wood stove going, when you open that door, it doesn't all just immediately rush out. You have a little bit of a barrier next to it to keep all the warm air in, even though some of it does escape up top, but that's nice because you can set things up here and it's pretty useful. So that brings me to the wood stove, I guess. This is a Mini Cubix wood stove. It's like $300 on sale or something. Canadian. Maybe so it's like $280 or something. I don't know. This is called the Cub. They make one called the Grizzly that's a little wider, a little taller. You can get this in black or whatever, brass. I put thin pieces of brick on, mortared it. It's not completely finished. I like the little skateboard base plates. And right here inside these cabinets are just storage for books or chests. And some tools, random crap, screws, utility stuff. As you can see, I like stickers for whatever reason. There's a bunch over here. And this is my bed on this side. So immediately to your right, when you walk in, you have my bed, which is honestly just, you can't see it, but there's 2 IKEA tumble mats underneath and a 3-inch memory foam, and that's my mattress. In the back I have milk crates. Since this isn't the full bed size, I have milk crates in the back that hold that's my sleeping bag under towel, miscellaneous milk crates, one with shoes, and there's bedding in the corner. And yeah, I wanted to use this. This is an old water ski that I cut in half and just trimmed the corners so it would fit there, so that I could mount or just set a skateboard in here, so that I would have storage for the skateboard and it would also hold my mattress in. I put another one on because skateboards naturally clip together this way or vice versa, whatever. A couple of random hooks that, there's one over here too. They're really nice because they both do this. They sit like this. When you're driving, you can drop them down if there's nothing on them. Otherwise, you can whatever hang it up and just throw your towel on there or whatever. Same thing with this one. Same style. Drops down. Hang it back up. These are skateboard deck hooks. There's one here and here. That's what these are, but they're just not used right now, so just random crap on there. Again, I have my couch, which is bi-level. There's two reasons why I had it. I have it the way it is. I had it this tall all the way across, like I said, for the heat when it rises and all that, and you're warmer and all that. But it just wasn't comfortable, and Ula's my dog. She's just a little white pit bull. Now she has 3 legs, but we'll get to that later. But she doesn't want to jump up here. If she can make it, but she doesn't want to jump down because of everything that she could land on and get hurt. So this is her spot. If she wants it, she likes it, but her spot of preference is actually on the other side of this curtain, because it was a 2-seater, but I mean, they can sit wherever. Ula takes shotgun all the time. Grasso too, if he can fit. He usually forces himself in there. Anyways, this is where Ula hangs out while we drive, or at night when we're sleeping, or whatever. Whenever she wants to be there, she can be there. Down here is just a bunch of crap, and my inverter, which currently I have just LED IKEA lights plugged in there, and that's where these beautiful glows are coming from. Yeah, so inverter, couch. Let me show you the function of the couch, the way it sits. I'm not very tall. I'm whatever 5'5" or something like that, so I can sit pretty well here. This seems to work out okay. So my feet sit flat. If I sit up here, that's what you get. So I had to figure stuff out for that, which is why I came up with these. They're just milk crates with lids. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, so I have my, just something to go in each corner, just to keep the lid square and solid. And I usually have a carpet down for traction underneath of these, but here's the basic idea of it. So, sit up here, step, that's it. Just, there we are, we're good to go. Move it around, get out of the way. You can put 2 of them down there and hang out, sit down in front of the stove or whatever. There's a bunch of different options and ways, because 2 milk crates fit perfectly in between this space right here, in between the wood stove and the couch. So, and if you have 4 of them, you can make like a little pad area. You can kind of just make it like a regular little step-up floor. You have a ton of different options with that way, and I use it also for stepping on here so that I can step up into bed. You can do whatever you want. I have another one back here that's more storage and just a cushion screwed to the top of it. So that's my couch. basic reasons for why it is the way it is. It's where I operate. And again, here's my beautiful wood stove. Up above it is a little rack I made out of conduit and some the wire that's inside of like election signs in people's yards. So I just bent them up into little S's and hooked them up with some my shit. Yeah, and so this is right up above the stove, and eventually I'm going to have a couple hooks so I can hang socks or run a little line and just hang clothes up to dry or whatever. And that brings me to, oh, here we go. That's why this isn't making sense. There's a whole nother set of lights on this side. Here's the other light. This is where I cook. This is my 2-burner Century high output propane stove. And yeah, I cook all my meals here. Always have water for coffee and tea and whatever. I have a couple skillets. There's a small one hanging up there. But the rest of them usually hang up down here. That's where everything's at. And my knife setup is just an IKEA magnet that holds everything. Here's another thing that's kind of fun. It's just a big silver platter kind of thing. Just a big tray. And it's nice to be able to put that up here, take it outside, or put it pretty much wherever you want. And so, chopping board, cooktop. The cooktop is a camp stove, but it does not run with the, it's not hooked up to the green tanks right now. Currently I have a 1 gallon or 4.5 pound tank. It's awesome because it just hooks up to an adapter and runs this thing for, I don't know, probably 4 months. This is the first time I filled it up, and again, it's 4.5 of the green bottles, and it only cost me $1.90. Not bad. So then I just have this removable garbage can on hooks, 2 little hooks that just hang out inside. Again, this is all my cooking stuff, and then just random crap. Oops, that brings me to the back windowsill. I'm looking out the back window. I have a small shelf up here. I'm still trying to figure these things out and how I want them to work, or if I'm even going to keep them. And then I have my coffee set up, which is whatever delicious coffee I can find, because it's here in Portland and everybody works at coffee places. My pour over set up, a random box of stuff, and my sink. This is kind of a clustered area, but it's all function. This is my sink. This is the faucet for it. This doesn't do anything. It's just there. It keeps it either on or off, but it doesn't matter because it's operated by a foot pump, which is down here. Kind of crammed, but there's a foot pump right here. You pump that, and this is what you end up with. So, whatever. So that drains not into a tank, but down into this bucket, which is just in a milk crate. And that milk crate is sitting on another milk crate, which is storage. And then this milk crate is holding the clean water, and then storage down below that too. And it all fits together like Legos. And everything seems to work out. This is just simple drinking water. This is where the dog food is typically kept, and down below is just a little compost bucket. And then this sink is really nice because I kept the cutout, and that was not the best. Let's try one more time. Alright. That is what I meant to do. So you have a lot more counter space here when you want to chop, do whatever you want. So that, in addition to this, so you have like your cooking and your staging area or whatever. This is the back half. This is another neat little thing. It kind of works with two functions, I guess you could say. It's my locker, which I keep, you know, bathroom stuff up top, and then I keep some dry food in here. Sometimes vegetables. More or less the dry food's here, canned food's down here, vice versa. But right now, I don't have any vegetables in there. I just have crap that just floats around, and coffee. So that, but it is nice because it's right on the back window. So in the winter time, I can almost block off here over, and then on the other side, and the cold window will make the metal cold, and it'll work kind of like a refrigerator. It's kind of cold. But it's another thing. So when you're sitting on the couch and you touch this, it's kind of cold, actually. So that's kind of a weird little corner, but anyways, it's okay because you're in front of the wood stove. So this is kind of, like I said, a cramped little corner, but everything serves a purpose, and it's also kind of in the works. And this window is really nice because there's a little suction here, and that's your handle, because the other handle is here and you have to push it all the way back, and it's just weird. So this is nice. And then you're right there selling ice cream or whatever weird shit you want to sell out your back window. So that being said, that's where I keep all my food and my stickers again. And that pretty much sums it up. It's a quick walkthrough. Oh, hey, hi, how you doing? Come on in. This is my house. This is where I live. This is where all the shit goes down. Cool. Well, that was a long time of weird shit, so maybe we can chop it down a little bit. So, thanks for watching. This is my house, and hope it inspired somebody to do something different, I guess. So, you don't always have to pay rent. Remember that.